I think we did. Sure, I gave it a glowing review. Because I tended to give glowing reviews to every single thing that I went to go see because I was just so stoked to have gotten into a press screening. So I remember saying that, like, Drop Zone with Wesley Snipes is a brilliant movie. It ain't really, particularly, but I said that it was because I came back from a screening. It was awesome. There was all these press people there, and they gave me free tickets. I love movies. Yay! I gave glowing reviews to just about every damn thing I saw, with the notable exceptions of Indecent Proposal, which I hated then and I hate now. Screw that movie. And The Flintstones with John Goodman and Rick Moranis. Sorry.
I kind of liked the Flintstones movie, but not the sequel.
Oh, Viva Rock Vegas. Well, that's the one that makes the first one actually look not that bad. But yeah, for the most part, I tended to just give glowing reviews to everything, while sometimes missing the point. Like my review of Pulp Fiction, all I did was kind of say some of the things that happened in the plot without really discussing why that movie was a big deal in the first place, like all of its film geek references and, you know, its interesting chronological switch-ups and taboo busting style. All I said was, there's this killer guy, and he did beat you. Why? Because it was 3 in the morning on the night of the deadline, and I had just come back from the screening.
Pulp Fiction.
Here's this thing that I just saw. Reading back on it, I'm like, oh, yeah, not my finest review.
Yeah, we're not going to segue into Pulp Fiction, although we could, I guess, but it's not a horror movie.
Yeah, it's not really.
But it was, the odd thing about that was that I watched the movie and I said, does that guy have advanced ADD and he just didn't know? He didn't write the movie in order. It wasn't like a big, it wasn't it wasn't that he put it out of order to be artsy. It's that he just didn't know it wasn't in order. And Tarantino's other movies have since proved this, because he never puts it in order. They got the Death Proof and the other one, the two-parted Death Proof.
Not Kill Bill. Kill Bill is actually out of order.
Kill Bill is out of order. No. Death Proof and the other one, the Grindhouse movies. The 2 Grindhouse ones together. There's Death Proof and one other one.
Oh, Planet Terror. Well, that was Rodriguez.
Yeah, but Rodriguez told him, okay, it's got to be in order. He was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Jackie Brown is in chronological order, which actually I think is one of his best movies. Kind of underrated.
Brown is in chronological order. Reservoir Dogs is kind of...
Reservoir Dogs is kind of that burst of talent that puts you on the map and says, like, whoa, we need to watch this guy. He's interesting. A lot of people don't realize Reservoir Dogs is actually kind of an unofficial remake of a Chinese action movie with, I think it was a Ringo Lam movie. Was it not City on Fire?
Something like that.
The name eludes me at the moment, but it's almost verbatim like the same story.
Of course, he also remade Django as Django Unchained.
Oh, yeah. Well, he took some liberties, but yeah. So,
and Inglourious Bastards, which he also remade, was an Italian Western.
Yeah, he's managed to make an entire career out of being a film geek. So if you are a film geek, you kind of can't help but
Tarantino's awesome. I don't mind some of the ADD stuff. It's cool.
I think, actually, my problem with Tarantino is that as he matures as a filmmaker, his more obviously Tarantino-y stuff that he does starts to feel more and more self-indulgent and counter to the movies that are otherwise really awesome and don't need that stuff. So like in Inglourious Bastards, really tense opening scene with the baseball bat guy, and it's, really intense, literally hard-hitting drama. And then suddenly these title cards are like, The Bear Jew, and Eli Roth, and it's like, I don't need it to suddenly turn into a comic book, Quentin. You were doing so good just engaging me with this awesome drama. And now you're like reminding us, hey, by the way, I'm Quentin Tarantino and I do this film geeky stuff.
And there was 35 minutes of them in a bar or something, and they were
see, now I liked that scene,
talking,
but it was just good dialogue.
Talking. I don't even know what they were talking about, but they were talking.
I thought it was a brilliant scene myself, but
there's another movie in here that has a lot of talking too, where